hello. We're back here. It just occurred to me that the past few streams, we started here from this exact angle, but coincidentally today is going to be the last day that we'll be starting here because this is the last 6 point whatever business. Anyway, yeah, so after 6.55, which we're about to do, I'll be doing the Pandaemonium raids. And the reason why I'm like hesitating or like lost in thought is, so I thought that last week I would already be starting the Pandaemonium raids because I thought that the Post-Endwalker stuff were just as short as like the previous post patches, but yeah, every single stream it's been one patch, which I know for a fact that this isn't long, so fingers crossed. But yeah, after that we'll do Pandaemonium, and then tomorrow, and I'm pretty sure we'll only be able to do 2 of the 3 chapters of Pandaemonium. And tomorrow we'll do the last one, and then the Alliance raids, and then on Wednesday the role quests. Anyway. It's my biggest fan. Yeah, Jesus, just to give you a sneak peek, there are only 3 quests in 6.55. And we're already at the end of one of them. Imagine if that turned to Dwarf Explorer. Do you see Aaronville? And then you have to point him out to the crowd.
Aaronville!
Apologies for the wait.
I hope I haven't called you away from anything important. I chanced upon some commissioned items at my destination, so I thought I might deliver them.
Where did you go, if I may ask?
The New World. Tural.
You went to Tural? Then the person who you wish to introduce...
Aye, she hails from there. I present to you...
Well, it seems you've lost her.
Did she wander off?
Sorry. It's just so different here. I can't help but want to explore.
Well, while you were exploring, your candidate came to us. This is her, the adventurer you crossed the seas to meet.
Ooh, you weren't exaggerating. It's plain she's no ordinary woman. I'm Uklamat, claimant to the throne of Tulihuela.
Tulihuela.
It's Tural's governing nation. The capital bears the same name.
I'll get to the point. I want you to come with me to my homeland.
Oh, okay then.
Given the magnitude of the request, perhaps you should explain why you're making it?
Of course. Soon, an event of great import will be held in Tural. The Rite of Succession. Taking the form of a contest, it will determine who next ascends the throne. As daughter to its present keeper, I will participate. And I have every intention of winning. I was searching for champions to join me when Erenville told me about you. A mighty warrior who knows no fear, who sweeps aside terrible fiends as if they were reeds, who flew to the edge of existence and saved our star.
She asked who Eorzea's greatest hero was, and so I told her. Much more elegantly, I might add.
Now you know why. You'll come to Tural, yes?
Drop everything and go to
Wait.
Tural.
Let's all just slow down. Wuklamat, was it? You claim to be of the royal family, but is it not the Mamulja who rule in Tural?
Tulihuela is a nation of many peoples. Not only the Mamulsha, as some across the seas are quick to assume. That said, its present ruler is a Mamulsha, and one blessed with two heads besides. He's also my father. Not by blood, obviously, but he raised me as his own, and that's what matters.
Obviously.
So that is the way of it. My apologies if I was indelicate.
Hardly. I know little about your land, and nothing about your parentage. But in my eagerness, I've gotten ahead of myself. I can't expect you to agree on the spot when we've only just met.
That's hilarious. But secondly, Grahatia is in a unique position. I don't know if his parents are still alive. I don't think he's ever mentioned his parents. But Graha is in a unique position that he's lived for 100 years and can still talk to his parents. I mean, again, like I don't know if he's an orphan or whatever. Random thought I had.
If you have any questions, I'll do my best to answer them. Just know, though, that if it's adventure you seek, you could do far worse than come with me. Now, this is only a rumor. But apparently, The contest will involve the fabled city of gold and the legendary beast, Valiarmanda.
Valiarmanda.
Tell me that doesn't pique your interest.
I mean, yeah. Valiarmanda is an Esper from F6. I'm aware.
So the tales have reached even these shores. Can't help but feel proud.
I advise you not to put much store by these rumors. Golden cities are not but a dreamer's fancy.
Says the dreamer who was bent on finding one when he was a child. Just because you failed doesn't mean it doesn't exist.
Wow.
Tuliolal and the Golden City. Just like in the letter to Grandfather.
Regardless of what the contest may entail, it'll be no simple thing. If I'm to triumph, I'll need capable and dependable companions. So let's go on a hunt together. There's no better way to get acquainted.
So this is going to be like a semi-spoiler. Like this is like some post 605 knowledge, but I was looking at the launch trailer yesterday. Not just the launch trailer, but I was also looking at the info related to Dawntrail. But so it mentions her father, the Mamulja that's in charge. I can't for the life of me remember his name, but it talks about that he is not just like the ruler, but he's also the founder of Tuliolal. So Tuliolal is like much younger than I imagined it to be. I thought it was some ancient king, unless I don't know how old Mamulja can get, but yeah, I don't know. It's younger than I thought it was. Again, I don't know how Mamulja age, but. Uh-oh. God, I want his staff so badly. Wuklamat. It's a funny name. Wuklamat. It makes me hungry. Am I? I'm not going red way. Hello, Yoshipi. Oh, you look cool. The Gleaner outfit is just so cool. Several cutscenes were playing in sequence.
From here, we must walk.
So much ice. It rivals even Yogg-Tural. Oh, a white bear! I wonder what it tastes like.
Remember, we're here to deal with creatures that have been deemed an unacceptable danger. Do not attack anything else unprovoked.
I know.
Do not eat bear.
So this is the isle where ether literally bursts forth.
She has a terrifying axe, by the way. Is that like a skull? Just
Aye,
made of bones?
The Isle of Ham. The geysers lie deep inland, however.
You really are knowledgeable. Kona told me nothing about this place.
I doubt your brother managed to come out this way. He's like to have toured facilities like
I
Labyrinthos,
think
however.
Koana is the cat boy that's...
The great big cavern
Yeah.
under the city.
Uh,
It's amazing that they could make a sky down there complete with a sun.
Of the fellow competitors, he seems to be the most interesting to me. Outside of Wuklamat. Don't worry.
This brother of yours, he has been to Sharlayan.
He has. Kona's my second older brother. And until recently, he was a student in this city. He went on and on about technological amusements.
Yep, that sounds like
It
the
made
cat
me
boy.
want to come here too one day. And so I did. I think I understood something of how he felt when I set foot in his beloved studium.
He went to the studium. Your brother must be quite a scholar. But I wonder, like you, he'd be royalty, yes? With such a personage coming to Sharlayan to receive an education would surely have caused a stir, yet I recall nothing of the sort.
He consulted with the head of the studium beforehand, that his identity might remain secret.
From the very little that I've seen of like
Being
the launch
Mikote,
trailer
he had no trouble blending in. He's adopted like me, you see.
and the like, I feel
One
like
time,
he
though,
doesn't
he almost
seem
let
to
it
care
slip
that
to a
much.
professor.
Or
It was
like,
all he could do to parry the barrage of questions.
not that he doesn't
Having
care
no
about being
shortage
royalty,
of questions
but,
myself, I can imagine.
but it would be like a distraction or something. he finds
Ask
he
whatever you
finds
like.
knowledge more
I don't
important.
mind.
More,
But I
more
maintain
important.
hunting together is the best way to get to know someone.
The researchers should be up ahead. Let's find them and learn what we can. The researchers should be just ahead. There. The building to the northeast.
The
So
item level that it's
ordinarily
fixed to.
harmless creatures have grown savage.
Don't know what's got them riled up, but I'll take down any that thinks to try me.
So the item level that it's
Right.
ticked up to
Let's
is
hunt the
higher
field.
than my actual gear. I'm not a end game FF14 player. Like I do end game, but I don't focus on getting the best gear in the game. And basically, I've got like the highest tombstone gear you can get.
Look! Someone's in trouble.
And it can only be upgraded by like a couple of things, including the one that I know of is just doing the alliance raids over and over. But
These animals are usually so docile.
also we're fighting sheep. I wonder, like, this showing up in an instance, like, I can't remember if they already showed up in Endwalker when we were playing Fankrid, but I wonder if this is like a preview of the stuff that we'll be seeing on the trail.
You really are famous.
And for good reason, as you'll soon see for yourself.
It's right.
Quite an interesting contraption you've got here.
Is that our petitioner? Let's go and have a chat.
I'll handle this.
Oh, okay.
Is that all?
I mean, I just wasted my feet,
Come
but
on, let's pick up the creature's trail.
just... Oh, okay, that's where I wanted to go.
These claw marks. I've seen their like before. It's starting to feel like a proper hunt.
Someone over there. This is very pretty.
did they belong to the predator or the prey?
So, how do you prefer our prey? Roasted or raw?
Roasted.
You presume it's even safe to eat.
Yeah, good point. My concern was just, why would you want to eat raw?
Still fresh. Whatever this beast, it cannot be far.
Grahai's black mage mode.
Do you suppose they're upset we disturbed their home?
Who knows? If they're spoiling for a fight, then they've got one.
Let's head back and report what we found.
Powerful wings and razor-sharp talons. Worthy prey. Ah! What is that thing?
What is that thing? What is that thing?
It speaks?
It's heading towards the falls.
I'll stay with the researchers. The creature, I leave to you.
Come, Woklamat.
Right. Just so we're clear, I wasn't startled by the beast earlier. It caught me by surprise, that's all.
Uh-huh.
Forgive me, but I failed to see a difference.
I'm getting hungry. Let's be done with this so we can eat.
Caught me by surprise! Caught me by surprise!
Think you're clever, huh? I'll rip off that beak and roast you on a spit!
Yeah, now I'm going to be free.
Talk all you like, bird. I'm going to have the last laugh. Oh, I'm going to enjoy sinking my teeth into you. Ah, shut up already, you blasted bird!
out!
Oh god. That's what I get for following Graha. Jesus.
I've never seen such an enormous colibri.
Not good.
Uh-oh.
Quickly, gather together.
Uh-oh.
I've got you.
That was too close.
Steady now.
Oh dear. Oh. Okay.
Spread out, everyone!
Oh.
Who paid for that?
Oh boy. That was close.
Thank you.
Oh god. Yeah, I thought so. Good lord.
That was hardly a tickle.
Hardly a tickle.
Try this.
Limit break.
Nothing to it.
Nothing to it. Nothing to it.
Bastard!
Throw everything you have at it.
Working on it. Yay.
And I had barely limbered up.
It was a terrible foe, but no match for your axe.
Only to be expected. You were pretty impressive yourselves. I was right to invite you on a hunt. But what a curious bird that was. Though we have similar in Tural, they don't grow so big or use such dirty tricks.
Dirty tricks, dirty tricks.
I dry, dirty, and despicable. Otherwise, I could have easily...
Leave this to me!
Oh?
Have at you!
It's Muggle time.
Cryle.
I am terribly, terribly sorry to have kept you all waiting.
She arrived as I was seeing the researchers to safety. It was all I could do to keep up with her after I explained what happened.
Zoom.
So this is what you meant by seeing to preparations?
After hearing of the contest, I thought how wonderful it would be to join you. In coming here, I wanted to demonstrate my skill at arms to Wuklamut. Alas, it seems I missed most of the action.
That was amazing! The piece didn't stand a chance!
I'm glad to have been of service.
She has the free leaf clover
May I ask what inspired this change?
as an earring.
You will recall the time you descended to the ethereal sea in search of Heidelin. Recognizing that my skills were inadequate, I chose to provide support from afar, rather than join you. It was the same when you set forth for Ultima Thule. How it pained me to stay behind, again and again. That's what inspired this change. Ever since the final days were averted, I've used every spare moment to hone my craft. As you all have adapted your methods to suit the circumstances, I started by considering how I might best contribute. And after much deliberation, I arrived at my answer. With the esoteric art passed down by the legendary Archon realm, Pictomancy.
Literally the Pictomancer from FF6. That's just so cool.
As I recall, you have embraced versatility to effectively complement a certain someone's style. What I do is much the same. Like you, I don't want to be left behind.
Indeed. I must say, you appear to be especially keen on being involved in the ritual of succession. Is there any particular reason?
Yes, there is. This letter from Tuli Yolal. It was addressed to my grandfather Galuf and turned up among the
An
students'
FF5
archives.
character?
The ink was faded, so I couldn't fully make out the sender's name. Galul, someone.
Jaja. Gulul Jaja. That's my father, the Dawn servant. What does the letter say?
While much of it isn't legible, it appears to be a request to investigate the Golden City.
A request to investigate the Golden City? From the Dawn Servant himself?
Well, well. Seems it may be more than a rumor after all.
Being a member of the royal family, it was my hope that you could confirm the authenticity of this letter.
I can say for a fact that my father didn't write this.
Oh?
Given how culturally diverse Tulihyolal is, it was decided some time ago that a common language was needed. But instead of elevating an existing tongue and its speakers above all others, we looked to those widely spoken overseas and created an altogether new one. The similarities to your common tongue also make it quite easy to communicate in these situations, no? This letter, however, is entirely in Eorzean. If Father had written this, it would have been in Turali. And what's more, it bears a wax seal. We don't bother with them.
So the letter is fraudulent, then?
Oh, I didn't mean to say that. My father's signature is genuine, as far as I can tell, so perhaps he simply dictated it.
Very strange.
I see.
Don't bother with
Oh,
them.
thank you for the confirmation. It seems my grandfather indeed had dealings with Tulihyolal. I can't help but be curious as to what exactly he was doing there. In order to help us decide on a course of action, would you mind if I asked you some questions about your home?
By all means. After all, learning about one another was the purpose of this hunt. We
Wait,
can
now I'm
talk while
doubting
feasting on
myself.
this fellow. I, for one, am starving.
Is Galoof FF5 or 4? It's one of those.
We're eating that.
Yes. Roasted, I assume. I was about to suggest The Last Stand because it seems that they're the only ones brave enough to even consider, like, what can we make with this? Oh, right here. Oh, of course it is. I saw this person's name, Simitu Tia, and my brain corrected that to Symmetria. Isn't like either pudding way or pooping way supposed to be here? You have just the recipe.
Come. Let's enjoy the bounty of our first outing together.
Oh my god.
I'd heard that Charlayan cuisine was terrible, but this is fantastic.
Literally at the one place where that's not the case.
What is this? Oh, it smells spicy.
Curry.
Oh, come now. Since when did you become so soft? It's not like we don't have spicy food in Tural, too.
Oh god, is it the very spicy one?
According to Dickon, intensely hot dishes have become popular in Razadhan after a traveller ordered a curry with several times the usual amount of spice.
Huh.
So he started offering the same in order to please the growing Harnish population here in Sharlayan.
Good lord. What have we done?
It's nothing I can't handle.
Your boorish manners reflect poorly on the both of us. I wish you would consider your station.
I swear, sometimes it feels like you open your mouth only to criticize.
Would I be correct in assuming you've known each other for a long time?
Aye, thick as thieves since we were little.
I beg to differ. She is a long-standing acquaintance. Nothing more.
I see. I see.
All this time you were from Tural. Oh, would that I had known sooner. There's so much I'd like to ask.
You and everyone else. I've kept it quiet so as to avoid the endless interrogations.
Well, if he's going to be a miser, I'll be happy to tell you about our homeland instead. Since ancient times, many peoples have called Tural home, and they've been fighting each other for nearly as long. The fighting finally stopped some 80 years ago, when the reigning Dawn Servant unified the disparate communities and founded a new nation.
Wow, that Mamulja must be old.
And that's how Tuliolal came to be.
Since then, we've enjoyed an era of uninterrupted peace. But my father is getting old, and he wishes to relinquish the throne to a worthy successor. One who can preserve his legacy. Including myself, there are 4 claimants to the throne. But while we all have the right to participate, one among us cannot be allowed to rule.
A man who is too ambitious by half.
So from what I've briefly read, like in the info and from the launch trailer, so there's Wuklamat, which we're now talking to. There's Koana, who. So, and here's the thing about Koana is, he's apparently pro technology. And if you remember my little rant about the Polygon article, you'll know that, like, let's just say, Polygon. So Polygon wants there to be technology in Tural because apparently there's the perception that Tural are like a bunch of savages otherwise, which is ridiculous. But yeah, so with Koana, who is like, technology is her salvation, that is very fascinating. And I don't know, like, I also think I think that Team Dad has been hired by Koana as part of this tournament, and I don't know, like I trust Team Dad, but at the same time I can't really trust Koana. Now, sorry, I got distracted by Koana because he seems to be the most fascinating, for me anyway. I feel I wouldn't be surprised if Koana is going to be my favorite villain of Dawn Trail, but so then there were two others, and like before he announces it, or they announce it. So there's one that is a sibling to Wuklamat and Koana. And then there's another one that became a claimant, like not by being related to the Dawn server, but apparently he won via a tournament, which is like very fascinating that he's allowed to participate. Anyway, sorry. Want to give my thoughts.
Word of the Garlean Empire's collapse has reached Tural. While most are simply relieved, he sees weakness to exploit and would lead our armies across the seas on a campaign of conquest.
After everything my father has done to give us peace, he would drag us back into war. I can't allow it. No matter what, I must win this contest.
I understand your reasons. But this being an event that will dictate the course of your nation's future, is it appropriate for outsiders like us to be involved?
Oh, it's more than appropriate. The Dawn Servant himself expressly encourages it.
Dawn Servant himself sounds
The
like a
ruler
great
of Tural
guy.
must
I have
navigate the
concerns.
intricacies of myriad cultures. And there's no better way to prove oneself qualified to do so than to work with foreign allies.
And what I mean with concerns, this guy is going to get murdered.
That's
in
why
Dawn
I
Trail.
sought you out.
That's my concern.
Through our hunt, I've confirmed that you're a warrior of considerable skill, but more importantly, one of good character as well. And so I ask you, will you lend me your strength and help me win the throne of Tulihualal? You don't need to decide right this moment. But I will need you if I'm to triumph over the competition. I'll stay here as long as I can while waiting for your answer.
In that case, allow us to prepare a room for you at the Baldessian Annex.
That's very kind of you. Oh, and one more thing. Once we finish eating, would you mind if I took the rest of the meat?
Oh, Jesus. I'm gonna have to look more into the four claimants, but like, I feel like story-wise, I think we're supposed to support Wuklamat, which is fine. One thing that I also noticed about Wuklamat, based on the launch trailer, is she gives me like Naruto Hokage vibes. Like, I want to become Hokage, I want to become Dawn Servant, which is like, that is, you know, that's a plus for me. However, again, I'm gonna have to like look more into this, but this Koana person, like, he could be a very cool potential ruler, or, you know, the best villain of Dawn Trail. Oh, hello, Pudding Mate. Oh, are they reading? Yep, blue magic. I was actually, I think it was last night, I was thinking how, whenever the blue mage update comes to Dawn Trail, which is not, like, not this time, because the Dawn Trail, if we're gonna have to be technical, like, the Dawn Trail blue mage update is gonna be Endwalker, but whatever's gonna be the next expansion, that's gonna have, like, you know, Dawn Trail. We're gonna, like, I would hazard a guess we're gonna be able to visit the tribe of blue magic already this expansion, because they'd have to add like a whole new area for just a blue mage patch, which I don't know if they do that. If they do, I'd be pleasantly surprised, but I think I think, yeah, like, I think we'll already see the tribe of blue magic in Dawn Trail. We won't be able to, yeah, Lapis Canyon. Like, we might go to Lapis Canyon, but, or Sacred Ground, never mind. Like, we might be able to see the tribe, but there won't be much functionality until we get to the next expansion's blue mage update. Oh, whoops. Popoto. Now I'm very curious, like, from the stuff that I've gleaned from the launch trailer, what makes the Golden City gold? Like, is it just the El Dorado myth? Like, are they just taken from the El Dorado myth, or is there something that gave the impression that it's a city of gold? Because I do know that, and I find this cool, that they do take stuff from actual Earth legends, where, like, what I mentioned with the moon stuff, they used moon legends and myths to create to create like the moon's layout and stuff. Also, alpaca. Wyvern. Are they similar to dragon? Like wyvern? Oh, here we go. It's the mightiest of beasts and the very embodiment of nature's power. That is, like, I love how badass they make this Esper to be. Pretty sure it's not an Esper in FF14, but, you know, it's dope. 3 great continents of Tural. Otark. That's the same they used to describe Rubicante. Otark of Flame. Oh. Are the Mamets that are like shh? The legendary city of gold. I don't know, the stuff that I've seen from the fight inside, it looks very cool. We've been roped into a contest. I mean, the Dawn server sounds like a very good example of what you want. We're coming with. Just invited themselves to it. Where is he? Over there. Mhm.
Oh, it's just... Despite all that we've learned, I can't help but feel we've yet to hear the whole story. What about you, my friend? Are you inclined to accept or refuse Worklamat's request?
Mm.
Ha! I thought you might say that. With an intrepid attitude such as yours, I believe all shall be well. Be it the contest or something else, there will be many trials for you to overcome at your destination. But in the course of seeing new lands and meeting new people, you'll surely find a way forward. That's what adventurers do, is it not? Such a journey would be the envy of many a scholar. Distant as it is, Tural remains largely unknown to us, with only meager records to be found in Numenor. The experiences to be had, all the things you might hear, feel, and think.
Ha. See what you did there.
It's enough to stir me to the core. Life is a series of journeys, my friend, and there's no telling what awaits us on the long road. But what's important is to be true to yourself as you walk it. Only then can we hope to be content when we arrive at the end of one and step forward into another. Ah, but there's an idea. I have a matter to attend to at the Agora. Please, go on inside. I will join you shortly.
Hmm.
You have the look of someone who's made up their mind. Go on then. Let's hear it.
I've decided to decline. Or I just go Star Trek. Is that Star Trek? Space, the final
Then
frontier.
you
Yeah,
need
yeah,
me
that's
as
something.
much as I need you. Together we'll blaze new trails in Tural.
You're not planning to leave without us, are you?
What is like, who are they?
Alphano, Alize! What are you two doing here?
We happened to cross paths at Numenon earlier, you see, and I told them about Wuklamad. And when we fortuitously met again at the Agora just now, they expressed an interest in meeting our visitor.
Ah, you must be the twins who are sneaking after Erenville's toads.
100 things about us you could have told her, and you chose that!
Dude, it was great.
First impressions last.
'Tis an honor and a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Your Highness. Alphano Leveilleur at your service, and this is my sister Alize.
Oh no, let's not do that. I really can't stand titles. So,
Future Dawn Servant.
you want to participate in the contest too, is that right?
Indeed we do. We've been assisting with the rebuilding effort in Garlemald. Yet while progress is being made, the question remains of how the nation might reconcile with its neighbors. We believe there is much we might learn from Tuliolal, a nation founded on unity. And in return for this honor, we would spare no effort in supporting your claim.
The more the merrier, I say. And I'd be keen to learn about Eorzea and Garlemald from you as well.
Having recruited so many committed and capable allies, I presume you have no need for my continued assistance?
Oh no.
Nonsense! Like I told you before, you're indispensable. They're strong, aye, but strangers to our land. They need someone to guide them, to point out the dangers, and spare them grisly deaths. I can't think of anyone better suited to that task than you. What's more, despite your assertions, I know you haven't given up on the City of Gold.
As I recall, Kryl, you were the first to state your desire to visit Tural.
Perhaps I was. Still, I can't help but worry about being away just when our order is beginning to find its feet again.
You have nothing to worry about. I haven't forgotten how you held the fort while I set off to explore Alzadal's legacy. It's only fair that I return the favor. Pray, leave the students to Ojika and me.
Wait, the fuck you mean?
But, Raha...
You want to retrace your grandfather's steps, don't you? This is a rare opportunity, and I insist that you seize it.
I will drag you with us. So so help me God.
Thank you, Raha. Thank you.
Well, looks like it's settled. I'm counting on you all to help me win the throne.
I suppose now is a good time to show you what I spent a small fortune on at the Agora. There. This, my friends, is the latest map of the world, created to celebrate our friendship with the Loporrits. Cast your eyes west of Sharlayan, for there it lies.
Really? West of Sharlayan?
The site of your next great adventure, Tural.
So is that the map that I'm gonna get in the collector's box? Hello, Morgan. I think we're just about to reach the credits. Just about to finish 6.55. Anyway, having said that, though, I will be skipping the credits because we've got stuff to do. Anyway. Please take this a rugged... Yeah, oh yeah. A knapsack. Oh, we're getting another cutscene? Meanwhile, at the Legion of Doom. Limsa Lominsa.
When does the next ship set sail?
May I ask your destination?
Yeah, everybody is gonna coincidentally
North
go to
and
the same...
east, I've already seen.
Coincidentally go to the same spots.
I suppose I'll head west this time.
West, you say?
You can't just say to the guy, I would like to go west. Like, you need to give him an actual destination. I think based on clues, I think I figure out who their patron is.
I see you've made up your mind. I had a feeling you'd be keen.
But to think that our
I think it's the cat
comrades
boy.
too are thither bound. Fate doth work in mysterious ways.
The former Sharlayan student, Koana. I think
Indeed.
he is their patron.
It will be a grueling task, having to contend with them.
If the prospect doth trouble thee, 'tis not too late to decline the petition.
I just, like, I was
Though
saying
thine
this earlier.
expression would suggest thou art far from perturbed.
I do have concerns because Koana might either be a very cool character,
Oh, how could
Or-
I possibly be, knowing what's to come?
or might be the best villain in Dawntrail. Like, it's either or.
Then let us delay no further and secure passage on a vessel.
Aye. This will be a mission to remember. Come, my friend. We make for Taral.
When are they going to make them official, damn it? It's Pride Month. Now is the time.
Tell me, have you been to the ruins beneath the waters of the Bounty? Or the treasure islands beyond the frozen waters of Blind Frost in Offerd's north? the fabled golden cities of the New World.
God, that was... Emmett Silk has a lot of amazing quotes, but that was one of the best Emmett Silk moments where, like, you're depressed, and he is like, hang on, your job isn't done. As Azim's heir, like, your job isn't done yet. Go explore. And speak of the devil. Anyway, okay. Excuse me. So, that's the 6.55, or just the MSQ done. So now we are quote-unquote ready for Dawn Trail. However, we had, for today, the Pandaemonium raids to do. Oh, jeez, was I just at the right spot? I did not plan this. I had no idea the quest guy was outside of. I knew that at this very spot I would encounter none other than Sarah's. What the fuck? Is Nemgigi, is he a follower of my stream? Morgan, did you get a chance to watch the Jesse Cox launch trailer video? Because it's because of that video that that I think that Koana is either going to be a cool character or the best villain in Dawn Trail. Now, do I say his name Claudine? Claudien? 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 Yeah. Huh, so these are the very people that were told by Heidelin, like, yo, there's a calamity coming. So strange. Was the move deliberate? Because they said that so they discovered Heidelin in the Anti Tower, and then almost immediately afterwards they went to Charlene instead. Like, well, yeah, old Charlene. But yeah, they quickly moved location for some reason. Maybe because they didn't want what's her face, Matoya, to have access to the live stream. Hello, friend. Huh. Talking to himself. Professor. All demons. Not just one. Pandaemonium is all demons. Like literally all of them. Name a demon? Yep, he's there. Yeah, why don't we just, you know, time travel? Yeah, just do a little cheeky time travel. I like how I can travel time, travel through time. I can travel to other reflections, and these are not like small feats. Journey to the ocular. Oh, okay. We're going to the Crystal Tower. Right. Because technically, I should be traveling through there, not with the Aetheryte that I somehow can still use to travel to Elpis. It's so wild to me that, like, one of the areas is the past. Like, I do wonder how long I can get away with, ah, yes, I'm the, what was it? The simulacrum? The familiar? Yeah, the familiar of Azem. Like, how long can I get away with that? Speaking of, like, incredible feats, the Crystal Tower is used for both Rift and time travel. So, like, it's... Crystal Tower is amazing. Oh, gee, oh god, did I just get knocked out or something? Oh. Hello. Did I, like, teleport right in front of him? A falling star, well. I was a literal falling star. I am Azem's familiar. Tribute to explain how you came to collide with my skull. What is funny, oh, I was talking with a friend of mine. Oh, not like a friend of mine. She just made this comment about like the thing about Azem's familiar is that, you know, you could quickly verify that by going to Azem and ask her or them, like depending on who your character is. But like if you get if you get approached by somebody that's like, hey, did you create this familiar and it's been running around Elpis? Then a normal person would be like, no, I think you're being scammed. Not Azem, however. According to my friend, apparently Azem has been going around like, oh yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah. I created that familiar. It's just, you know, backing up our story. So I'm like thinking about the structure. The structure system. I don't know how else to describe it. But he just mentioned that. So we're on Elpis. I don't know who's in charge. Like, Hyflodeus, the architect, or the Bureau of the Architect, is in charge of Elpis. I'm trying to remember if La Habrea is in charge of Elpis as well. Like he's the overseer of Elpis. Like where Hyflodeus is in charge of Elpis in some, like he can approve and disprove or like deny the creations. Although, yeah, come to think of it, La Habrea does have something to do with creation. So okay, yeah. So La Habrea is the overall boss of Elpis, whilst Hyflodeus is like the chief supervisor or something. I don't know. The command structure. That's what I was looking for. Oh no, wait, it's not La Habrea, isn't it? What's his face? Fandaniel. Oh god, I'm so confused. I need to read up on shit again. I'm just. What I find curious is that there's a La Habrea facility in a Fandaniel facility. I don't know. I'm gonna have to look that up. We're familiars there. I suppose I can read up on that whilst we're waiting for the raids groups. Fear not, for in my absence a star shall fall before you. Can Azem also predict the future? Yeah, whilst we're waiting for whenever we get into the raids, I'm gonna grab my volume 3 of Eorzea Encyclopedia, and I'll see what it has to tell me about the command structure here. Did that guy just say like your ether is weak as shit? What are you doing here? Yeah, it's interesting to think that in the Endwalker MSQ, Hermes and such made a big deal about like, do we have to get rid of creations? And then here it's like they keep the creations, but they're usually very dangerous. Themis is sus. Or what I mean is, Themis did the sus face. Like, Do I know La Habrea? Yeah, we've met. The noose? Nose? That's Dutch for nose. Yeah, it's fascinating to me that the Pandaemonium facility is like underneath the clouds of Elpis. Also gives it a very underworld, scary vibe. Like look at this beautiful paradise where all the creations can hang out and stuff. And there's like Pandaemonium, which like you don't want to go to Pandaemonium. Like that's where we keep the dark shit. Is it true that you met La Habrea? I bring you Pandaemonium. Terrifying. What's with the chains and cages? Yes. Yeah, good point. It's like, how do we keep people away from our very dangerous creations? I know. Did they get the same architect as the guy who made Castle Vader on Mustafar? I like how the lore explanation, so we're not using SM's crystal for these grades, but the lore explanation is that Themis makes them for us. which begs the question if Themis deliberately created like the chicken outfit people that sometimes shows up, or the pig outfit. Anyway, I'm gonna quickly BRB, then I'm gonna queue for the raid, and whilst we wait, I'm going to read the volume 3 about what the fuck is the deal with the command structure. Anyway, be right back. Hello, I return. Right. Right, I return with the Eorzea Encyclopedia, Volume 3. And the reason why I grabbed Volume 3, because I remember that is the one that has the ancient. Oh, wow. Oh, we're already in a group, but so the last page is about Elpis, but I'm guessing this is the bestiary. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna have to figure out for next time where is the page. Faces of Elpis 183. Oh, we're going. Right, I'm gonna check on that later. I've got the Elpis page open, I think. Oh. He is running. Oh, normally dressed people. Okay, Themis, you've behaved. it used to, when I was playing an Arcanist, it used to terrify me when I saw the familiar go straight to the enemy, because I was worried that it pulled the enemy, but it was just doing its thing. So I made a VOD of this fight before, of this raid tier before, but yeah, like that one was a bit. How do I put it? It was just an old raid, or an old version of this, and I don't know where we're going with this spot, but sorry, I'm just move. But I'm just noticing that we're having a much better time at this because we've got better gear now. Oh, they don't know how to do the whole thing. That's fair enough. I was like, how did he die? Oh no. True holy. Think this is safe? Yeah. Is that a Katy Perry song? ba 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 ba. So many chains. Erictonius. Or as the fanbase call him, Eric. More and more you remind me of my dear friend. Gee, I wonder why. Let's stare at this door, shall we? It's yeah. I really love the soulless spikes on the door. So you have met him before. Wait, you want me to? I thought you wanted me to test it out on something that I could fight on my own. But the hippocampus is an 8-man raid. What are you doing? Oh, you want me to weaken it? Okay. Right. Before plot interrupted us, let me go back to my book. Okay. I think I need to find a different page, because that's just like who is in there. 146. Elpis. It just mentions the Bureau of the Architect. Then who does the Bureau of the Architect work for? Bureau of the Architect. Hythlodaeus. Oh, that's interesting. The Japanese voice of Hythlodaeus also voices Bart, the main character of FF5, in Dissidia. AKA Greg's rival. He voices Greg's rival. To go to the Convocation of 14 page. Let's see. Ah, yes. Oh no. Okay, now I'm confused. So Fandaniel is the chief overseer of Elpis, but so both Hermes and his predecessor were chief overseers of Elpis. What do they respond? What is Fandaniel responsible for? Let's see. As assayer of extant phenomena and overseer of life. So yeah, you would say Elpis. Then La Habrea. The La Habrea is the authority on creation principles and phantomology. It says here that La Habrea is the chief keyword of Pandaemonium, but I don't know if that's related to like the person or it's just a coincidence. But yeah. So Fandaniel is in charge of Elpis. As soon as I say it, I don't know if that's true. Because, like, yes, both Hermes and his mentor were chief overseer of Elpis, but I don't, like, I think that implies that being Fandaniel, like, it's just a coincidence that they were both chief overseer of Elpis. Interesting. This isn't like a big problem for me. I'm just trying to understand the structure because yeah, just the reason that I'm musing about this is because it seems like Elpis is run by two people of the Convocation. It's run by both Fandaniel and La Habrea. I'm looking at everybody's titles. So La Habrea is the curator. Elidibus, famously the emissary. Azem the traveler. But it says here, Emmet Selk the redeemer. What a title. I suppose, did Emmet Selk need redeeming? I mean, sure, he did some evil shit, but, like, I don't think we redeemed him. I think he just realized that our way was better. Like, he didn't have much faith in that anybody else could do a better job, but then we came along and then proved him wrong. So I don't think we, like, redeemed him per se, and he just, like, okay, I was wrong. He's not going to tell us that he was wrong, obviously. But I think he just admits that we did a better job than he did. Time to fight the not hippo campus. The not dolphin. What was it? What's it? Dolphin horse? I keep forgetting what the combination is of hippocampus. Fish horse. I can see the horse. Okay, what did we get? Again, normal people. Oh, that looks so weird. I never realized that the head and the body are disconnected. I mean, I know that they can get disconnected, spoilers, but it's so weird how it gets disconnected. I guess it has hooves. Shit. How the fuck does that work? Okay, so it looks like orange is straight forward, red is sideways. Orange is straight forward, red is sideways. Okay. Oh god. Oh, I missed. I mean, it missed. If I just remember orange is straight forward, then I can find the easy spot. Oh god. Dude, God, y'all. Oh. I didn't have a circle on. I like the gunbreaker that is wearing Tancred's jacket. Oh yeah, so this is what I meant, that the head can come off. Oh, but he's got two heads. What the fuck? Coherent. Hey, whoa, wait. Sorry, person. Oh god. Yeah. God, when this was the Current's tier, this fight was way harder. Oh god. Straight forward, sideways. Should be fine here. I think the only reason why we managed to win this... Oh god. why we managed to to win this last time is because we did a well-timed limit break free of like a lot of people were dead, and then so we did the limit break free, and everybody got revived. And that was the only way that we could beat him. But now it's like we're almost done, and everybody's doing fine. Yo, the fact that we only have 2 bars of limit break instead of 3 at this point means that we're going way faster. Anyway, yay, did it. I do love internal magic. Oh hey, she was literally in the same position. She was in the last raid with us. I wonder if she's the other person that is new to these raids. Like, they aren't new to me, but I'm just gonna say it right now. I'm sorry, but this guy looks like the most evilest motherfucker in existence. You cannot convince me that this guy is apparently like super nice and cares about everybody. I'm sorry. I think like I held my fault last time when I did this the first time because I was like this. You can't be serious, right? You're not trying to tell me. You're trying to tell me that this guy is a good guy. Phoenix. I think I kept calling it Phoenix when we did this when I did this raid on stream the first time. But I'm pretty sure it's just Phoenix, but just spelled old-timey. Boundless, nigh boundless restorative powers. My Phoenix can do the same. Summoner is such a cool class. Actually, going back to Hespero definitely looking like a bad guy. Have you, Morgan? Have I ever shown you? I must have. The prosody like this world is imperfect. Is anybody listening else to this guy? If only I could wipe away the impurities. Like that's literally him. And make it as beautiful as me. Speaking of. Excuse me. So hang on. We got teleported to that circle, and then we got teleported back. That was embarrassing on Hespero's part. Like, this is the impression it gave me, right? So Hespero was like, haha, I'm gonna trap you and fight the Phoenix. And then Phoebus is like, yeah, no, we're not doing that shit. And then teleports us back. Like, haha, you were stuck with my design. Phoebus is like, no. Right, we're doing the third one. Yes. I've got the page still open with the convocation members. and it talks how Ultima, so not to be confused with Ultima. Ultima is the composer, advocate of aesthetics and the myriad arts. So, yeah, that's like the artist member of the convocation. I'm also just moving some stuff around whilst waiting. Let's see, what do we have? We have Logriff. If you remember from the Eden raids, Gaia's convocation name is Logriff. And Logriff is the pastor, cataloger and caretaker of terrestrial creations. Oh, that makes sense. I also find it funny how some of these oh, did I put my sound on? Yeah. I did. No, but I love how some of these, the real names of the person, the people, they are related to whatever job they have. So Logriff, who has who deals with terrestrial creations, Logriff, that seat was held by Gaia, which is, you know, the god, the goddess of nature, the goddess of earth, etc. Then we've got Emmet Selk, keeper of the underworld and overseer of death, and that seat was held by Hades. Like, so funny that they just happened to. Whilst I was saying this, I just remembered something. Yoshi P in the media tour with Jesse, apparently Yoshi P said to the people that were present that we're not done with the convocation yet, in the sense of, like, we're done with fighting the convocation, but there are still, like, which convocation members are left, and then will we see them, like, will we see their legacy or whatever in future, in Dawntrail even. Like, in Dawntrail there are apparently clues to convocation members that we haven't dealt with. I think it's, let's see, we haven't dealt with Pastarot, Ultima, Halmarut, Dodalaphon. I think we've met Dodalaphon, but briefly. Amarolov. Yeah, I mean, it would be cool if the convocation member that we might meet in Dawntrail, or like know more about their legacy. It would be cool if it was Ultima, the arts person. Oh. Oh geez, oh geez, oh geez. Phoenix versus Phoenix, go! Oh. Ooh. Oh dear. Oh no. Okay. Somebody figured it out. Left Cinderwing. Some people might complaining about like how choreographed FF14's fights are, but you know, as someone like me, like I really like how they do mechanics in this game. Oh god. And they like, even if it's heavily choreographed, there is content for people that like more difficult stuff. Like there are the extremes, there are the savages. There are even the ultimates, which they are fucking terrifying. I try to look at stuff related to ultimates, but I don't know how they do it. Oh jeez. What? Oh, well, whoop, 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 whoop. I think when the first time I did this, like on stream, I think I wiped during this fight. And look at us, like, again, almost done. Oh god. This is a very easy Phoenix fight. You big one. Really? Like, you're almost dead. Why? There we go. Yay. Nap time. I think she was with us last time. And the person in the purple whatever. I actually would like this. Oh, it wasn't meant to be. Yep, it wasn't meant to be. Sparrow, you were behind all of this? Yes, it was I. My machinations, they undetected for years. For I am a master of deception. Oh. You mean he's evil? I have slipped the surly bond of mortality. Yep, he's lost it. Hemiphaeus. Yeah, so that was another thing in my first Pandaemonium video, is that I thought Hemiphaeus meant vampire or something to do with vampire or blood or anything. Oh, Themis is like, no. But Hemiphaeus is demigod. all the vampire tropes. Just, you know, Fang's teeth, Victorian clothing, doesn't like bright lights, even though he's right here, but I guess that's another thing. What to suck your blood? Blood. So, if Athena is a genius and La Habrea is like very powerful, like immensely powerful, I wonder what happened that he's got like zero magic or like only little magic aptitude. Because you'd think that their offspring would be crazy powerful too. Maybe it doesn't work that way, yeah. Because you hear it before, where people are saying like, ah, yes, our offspring will be very powerful. But then when the kid is born, and it's like, oh, you're useless. That actually happened. No, it didn't actually. I was gonna say the Rey's dad in Star Wars. Rey's dad was a clone, and he had zero force abilities. But Rey, on the other hand, like had immense force abilities. Yeah, skip the generation there. Very excited about that. Vrikolakas. Wait. I'm gonna have to. Vrikolakas. Vrikolakas. Oh, that's the Greek word for vampire. Okay. Because I know that Slavic people also have their own name for vampire, which is similar to that, like also something with a V, I think. But I guess we're still on the Greek themed stuff, so that makes sense that they used a Greek name for vampire. Oh. Vrikolakas is a harmful undead creature. Harmful? Oh, no, sorry. I misread that. I thought it was harmless. Undead creature in Greek folklore. It shares similarities with numerous other legendary creatures, but is generally equated with the vampire of the folklore of neighboring Slavic countries. While the two are very similar, Vrikolakas eats flesh, particularly livers, rather than drinking blood, which combined with other factors such as its appearance brings it more in line with the modern concept of a zombie or a ghoul. So they're considered similar to vampires, but not quite. I'm reading about vampires now, and I think I've heard of this like prevention method, how to fight with vampires. I think I've heard it before. So, other methods commonly practiced in Europe included severing the tendons at the knees or placing poppy seeds, millet, or sand on the ground at the gravesite of a presumed vampire. This was intended to keep the vampire occupied all night by counting the fallen grains. So the idea is that if you drop like some substance like sand or whatever, that the vampire has to count every single one of the grains. Like how it's what's fascinating about vampires to me is that vampires are like very cool, but they've got the weirdest countermeasures. That like they need to be invited into your house. They can't walk over a stream of water. I don't know. It's almost comical, the things that you can do to prevent vampires. And like Supernatural did vampires very well. I'm trying to think of what other. Yeah, yeah, like you know what I mean. Like vampires are very cool, and what I was about to say is that vampires in Supernatural were very cool portrayed. I'm trying to think of other good vampire examples. Vampires in the game Vampire was also very well portrayed. I would imagine like the original Bram Stoker's Dracula movie was a good example. But like Draculas are terrifying creatures of the night. Oh, Castlevania, also a very good portrayal of vampires. Like amazing. But there are some very dangerous creatures. But then the way to counteract them, they're so silly at times. What was it? Like, I think I saw something recently. I think I saw either an animation or something recently of where somebody threw like a bunch of grain in front of them, and then the vampire like immediately stopped attacking and was like, oh, damn it, 1, 2. And one, like, what in their physiology? What's in their like physiology or whatever possessed them that like, oh, I need to count every single grain. Yeah, right? 1. 2. Oh. Identifying vampires. Many rituals were used to identify a vampire. One method of finding a vampire's grave involved leading a virgin boy through a graveyard or church grounds on a virgin stallion, the horse who would supposedly balk at the grave in question. Okay. So it has to be a virgin boy and a virgin stallion. I don't know what this mythology surrounding virgins is like. I've just seen so many examples of like apparently virgins are magical beings or whatever. It's fuck. Was promiscuity so common in the olden times? Is that why virgins were revered then? Because promiscuity went rampant or something? I like that's the only explanation I can come with why people are so obsessed with virgins. Yeah, that true. Oh, I just scrolled down a bit. Lilith is apparently considered a vampire. You know, add that to the pile of demonizing Lilith. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You must have also heard that if you are a virgin and you turn 40, then you apparently become a wizard. Like, I don't know where that came to be, but the anime that I hate watched, the slime one. Like, I reincarnated as a slime. The main character, before he whilst he was dying, he like his last thoughts were like, oh man, I've reached the age of 40 and I've never had sex, and like, I guess that means that I'll become a great sage. Like, fucking hell. You know, I had a colleague of mine tell me, and I was very surprised about this, but you know, I heard the 40-year-old virgin becomes a wizard. Like, I've heard that story a lot, so like it's like a common thing for me. But a colleague told me that apparently it's 30 years old now. That if you reach 30 and you're a virgin, you're a wizard now. And it's like, okay, like what happened there? Like, do you think that they moved the goalposts like down because there are people that are actively trying to become a wizard, but 40 years old became a bit unrealistic, so they want to settle on 30? Like, do you think that's where the change happened from 40 to 30? Is because people actually want to become a wizard? I'm very surprised that this is apparently the longest one. This is the last tier. This is the last one of the tier. So very strange why this is the longest. Yeah. Oh, I should probably go to Brad's soon to exchange stuff. But yeah, no. Society is weird. Like that is like my how do you put this? Like, this to me, where like the age went from 40 years old. I mean, yeah, like, sure, ignore weird social constructs. However, to me, so like that they changed the goalpost from 40 years old to 30, it just says to me that people are just desperate for an identity, and apparently, I don't know, like you know that there's like the incel group that are like, well, involuntary celibate, and I wouldn't be surprised if an incel came up with that, because like, I don't know, incels seem like the type of people that are so desperate for an identity, and then like to sound even the slightest cool, that they would be like, oh yeah, I'm over 30 and I'm a wizard, so yeah, why don't you have sex with me, like stuff like that. Like, it seems such an incel thing. Like, I hope not, but like that's where my brain is going. Like, why they changed the goalposts. On the other hand, like, the 40-year-old wizard is, I think, considered an insult more than anything. I actually have to think on this. I'm actually not sure if it was an insult to be called a wizard at age 40. Maybe not. Maybe it's not insulting as I assume it is. I mean, it would be cool that apparently, due to weird social constructs, you're a wizard, but Yeah. I guess it's not insulting. No, I was just thinking in the sense of that I wonder if it's some incel plot to change it to 30, and then like, oh, look at me, I'm a cool ass wizard. Yeah, I don't know. It just it seems like some form of reclamation, but I don't know. It just seems like some weird identity, like trying, like it's why we've got the term Sigma, like because Alpha is outdated, Beta is outdated, all that stuff is so outdated. So, so to try and be cool again, we now have the Sigma males. Like, we like people come up with the weirdest ass things to sound even an iota of cool. Like, grow up. I loved how this conversation started about vampires and it became a lengthy conversation about incels and stigma males, I guess. What is very fascinating, I don't know if you know this, Morgan, but you know the alpha, beta, and all that structure. Apparently, and this is like the guy who created that structure in the first place. Apparently, it's wrong. Like, apparently, the alpha beta social structure is based on wrong data. And so the guy made this based on wolves that were in captivity, and they didn't see this same phenomena in nature per se. So the guy who did the research, he fought his entire life to say that, like, no, I was wrong. Please do not use this research. Oh, hey, there's the elephant. He has to take off his glasses. Ah, I always mess this one up. I don't think I ever survived that. Alright, enjoy your meeting. It could be because it's been a while since I've done this particular fight, and maybe I'm used to the other tiers of music. But I don't remember this music. What I do remember is that people like lost their minds about how good it was compared. Like, I'm not saying that the previous music was bad. It was just like very tame. Like it was very tame as music, and this one just like I remember it being a bit more crazier. The words. Yep, dead again. Oh, jeez. Can we recover from this? Maybe if they resurrect me. Yeah. Yeah, let's do. Oh, right. I was at the right spot. Oh. Easterly. Is this the one that I'm standing here? Oh, never mind. I think this is the one that pushes you back, right? Yeah. Oh, jeez. I just noticed people died. Should I resurrect? Oh, didn't do that. Oh, shit. Oh, he's being resurrected. Okay. In that case, I'll do this. This is, yeah, this, as I said earlier, this music, it seems happier than I remember last time I did this. Has it been so long? It almost reminds me of Alexander. Jesus. Come on, how? I wonder what the signal is to run away from that. Excuse me. There we go. Plop. Of course, it looks at the Fall Guys person. Yay! Tier done. Let's see. The music didn't drop. He is huge. Die with dignity. Can you believe that he's referred to as Vampire Daddy in the fan base? Oh boy. Verboten power. Almost German. Take control. Oh, no. Now, if you've been watching the trailers for every patch that came out for Post-Endwalker, the Abyssals trailer is especially badass. It's so over the top. All I can say about the trailer for Abyssals, it has very Neo, the World Ends With You vibes. Like, if you've ever seen that trailer, it's the same vibes. Hemifioi. Hemifioi? What a term. Hemifioi. Also, everybody's hair is very shiny for some reason. Much as I enjoy your company. What, more than just time travel? I am so shiny. Who wards the warders? It's based on the who watches the watchman, but I have to think of Dragon Guard. There's the Cult of the Watchers. I think they're called the Cult of the Watchers or Church, whatever. And who wards the warders? I just have to think of like the deep voice of like one of the high priests going, "Who watches the Watchers?" Just me. Dragon Guard is a weird ass game. Oh, hey, Morgan. A little bit might be enough because I think I'm about to end stream. I was going to do chapter 2, but I'm looking at the time. Yeah. Pandaemonium. So that's basically how I unlock gear from the raids. I think yesterday I did like a spring cleaning of my inventory and my armory chest to get ready for Dawn Trail, and all my raid tokens I've placed in my storage. So, yeah, we've reached the end of chapter 1. Now, back to Vampire Lore with Jamie. I've got the page still open, and what I find interesting about this particular bit, the Greeks traditionally believed that a person could become a Vrikolakas after death due to a sacrilegious way of life. An excommunication, a burial in unconsecrated ground, or eating the meat of a sheep which had been wounded by a wolf or a werewolf. Some believed that the werewolf itself could become a powerful vampire after being killed, and could retain the wolf-like fangs, hairy palms, and glowing eyes it formerly possessed. So, what I find interesting is that in like most depictions of like vampires and werewolves, is that they are mortal enemies. But apparently, werewolves can become vampires when they die, according to this. And like, I do like the explanation of like why they have the fangs and the hairy palms and the glowing. Well, not the hairy palms actually. Come to think of it, I don't think vampires. I think the thing about vampires, they're not hairy per se. Like, they can have beards, but they're more clean. They're more clean cut or whatever. But yeah, glowing eyes. Like, I do like the explanation that is how they explain the wolf-like fangs and the eyes. That it's like like a vampire is a werewolf who died and became a vampire. But then it goes to the whole like, why are vampires and werewolves portrayed as mortal enemies? Questions for next time. Anyway, before I head off, so I mean, I don't know if you've seen my inventory before, and like you probably think like, oh, this is still badly organized, but believe me, this is better organized than it was before yesterday. And then if we go to this, like these used to be almost filled to the brim, but I managed to clean this out as well. Yeah, I'm kind of less full prepared for the Dawn Trail expansion, for whatever that's going to bring. Anyway, thank you for watching. I'll be back tomorrow with chapters 2 and 3 of Pandaemonium. And now I'm going to be curious if we're going to get to the Alliance raids tomorrow. Anyway, thank you for watching. I'll see you tomorrow.